Is that the right angle? Yeah. Okay, cool. Do you think changing the wheels will help?
No, it got worse.
It got worse?
It doesn't have enough torque. Like that, we don't want to change it. Pain in the ass.
Okay.
So
what can we do?
cut the edges.
Cut the edges?
That's what we're thinking.
What do you mean cut the edges?
Of the wheel.
Cut the edges of the red wheels?
And then green on the edges.
It's going to make me so sad. Can we cut the green ones instead of the red ones? Because you can't buy the red ones anymore. And if we have a pick and place game, we're probably going to want red. What about using the red ones that are already cut? They have a smaller effective diameter, but they have a bigger reach. Oh, you mean while it's installed cutting it? That's a terrible idea. Because it's not going to be a circle then by the time you're done. You have to make sure they're all the same length. And if they're not the same length, it'll... What if we bent the polycarb back more? Martin, the curved polycarb, what if we bend it closer to 90 degrees?
I don't know.
I think that would help a lot. Regina? Yeah, but if we cut it shorter and then we angle it lower, there won't be room for the note to go vertical. Heat gun, and then we bend. I can do this. We would need to cut it. But that's okay. I can also cut it so that you don't have to.
Wow. 可以吃一半。
哦，这个超乜嘢？真嘅，有啲好笑，我覺得。我覺得有啲癲咯，佢聽佢講，你就睇住幾時翻去，有啲好笑翻去嘅，有啲好笑。
你睇住佢睇住。
哇！真係有啲好笑。我哋傾到呢個咧，就會 show 俾我睇佢出嚟。真係好好笑。
佢對香港生活好睇。
但係我食飯啦，真係有個感覺嘅。
應該大學佢而家所以 average 嘛，所以佢哋即係所以佢應該翻工就
即係乜嘢我又未。
可能佢講埋師傅。我都想有 average。
唔緊要，有把握。
哇！你笑，你又唔笑，
真係有啲好笑。
唔可以
唔可以幾抽都
爭啲advance，
認真嘅。
因為有phần炒㗎。
但係你真係有諗過預期咧？有。即係佢睇呢個 option。
而家唔係啊。
預期唔係一個 option，就算我下一期都唔會，因為我覺得。
因為我大約之前唔知我
覺得好貴，好貴啊！唉，
疫情比賽，
唔想㗎，一費事，唉算啦，唔使玩，好玩。
啊，sale
咩時候？
啱啱今日好，
咩？
到嚟，好笑。
Ow.
Oh.
Can you tell me when you're moving?
Yeah.
Thank you. That was on the live stream too. I'm thinking this kind of L channel would work instead of the polycarb. We can rivet here and here, doesn't really matter. And then when the note comes in, the box is into the shooter. We can do this tomorrow because I know you're tired. We do need to clean up before anybody heads out, but I don't know. When are you planning on staying until? No plan? Okay. Just follow Allison. What'd she say?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
以後都
I hope nobody on the live stream understands what you're saying. So that would get real awkward real fast. If you guys want, I could probably swap those wheels to something later tonight if you don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Both sides, just one side?
One side.
Okay.
Are you sure though?
I don't know.
Good job.
The red one looks pretty easy to swap. The green one looks a little bit more difficult. I could swap the red one and probably drill off the polycarb and then use that to drill some holes in that. Is that helpful? Okay, then it will be done. This doesn't slide as easy, so we might need to put some tape on it, but we'll worry about that after it's on and it works. Okay, we're hitting.
那一会儿现在那个，他都这么说，这样子，他说。
Did you need this filter to still be on here?
No.
Okay, good, because it fell off. Oh, wow, we've got a few comments. Lego Master 5197 says this robot looks amazing. Does it shoot yet? The answer is no, because the handoff between the intake and the sequencer is kind of cooked. So what we're doing is we are testing the turret aiming capacity right now. The intake works, the sequencer works, the shooter works. It's just they don't all work together. So it is integration that is our concern. Next, we have a comment from Azara. It says, hey, how's it going? We're doing well. We're vibing. It's kind of a lazy Sunday. We're getting as much as we can get done, but next week's also going to be pretty tiring because it's the lead up to Thanksgiving, and we want to get this robot done by Thanksgiving. And next, we've got a comment from HJMC576 who says, nice. Thank you. I appreciate it. You know, we're doing our best here. We're implementing some strategies from 254. This robot has now come behind me on the stream. I don't know what. Oh, we're testing the April tag. Okay. That makes a lot more sense. And I don't know whether it shows up on stream, but we've got this clear polycarb barrier between the intake and the turret that stops the note from getting stuck. But the downside is the note is getting stuck in a new and interesting way. You want me to feed a note? Raymond? Do you want the note on the ground?
No.
Okay. Have we manually loaded the sequencer and done a shoot test before? Would it work?
Probably not.
Why not?
We don't have a motor control at all.
We've been doing all this without a motor controller. Okay. So I guess the next step tomorrow is to wire up the shooter and pitch motor. Get some demo code on that and maybe tape off a few things so that they're lower resistance and swap out the polycarb for a piece of L channel. Cable. How's the voltage? Voltage? Good?
Voltage of what?
Battery.
No.
Need changing?
No.
Okay. I could tell from the way that it was moving. All right. What happens if I put this lens over the... Ooh. So this is a filter that we are working on attaching to our camera because our camera, I don't know if anyone's noticed, there's no lamplights available in the world up until like 24 hours ago. So we've been trying our best with a limelight replica produced by I believe it's a Microsoft LifeCam and a Raspberry Pi.
點解你要喺度啊？
好老啊！你手勢。
點解啊？好老。啊！你好煩啊！
呢度。
呢度都好講嘢嘅。
喂，手勢啊！
即係講咗一陣嘢咧，唔識嘅。對唔住咯，搞笑啫。對唔住咯，唔好咁忙啊！
Is it still
我想知點解咯，你講啊。
Yeah, but I can shut it off for now. Okay. Are we done for the day?
Not done. It's failed.
What?
It's failed.
It failed? What part failed?
Camera.
Oh.
Because it's not in the center. I try to
What are you talking about? It's pretty close.
use by some trigonometry, but it's so hard.
It is really hard. That's why we're drawing it in the preseason.
Some bug happens with the WPID. So
Mm.
and simulation.
Well, you know what? You tried your best. We'll implement whatever your best is on the field. And if it's good, it's good. If it's not, it's still good in my eyes because you've tried your hardest.
It's because if we can fix it, the driver has to just make it in like don't rotate too much. That's if this is a robot, if it's facing this way is okay, if this way is okay, this like this area or this area is not okay. I don't know why.
Okay.
Because even if I try to use some cosine sign to add to the x value, it still stays the same. And
Would having the rev through bore on the turret actually wired up help us? Because I noticed that there weren't any wires running to that encoder. I know that we decided not to use that. Would that help us out with any zeroing during those threshold areas?
I don't know if the Hall sensor not working or I will test it next day.
Okay. Well, I can guarantee you that it's not something wrong with the sensor itself because we ordered a new sensor, right?
Which sensor?
The through bore. I thought that was a new one.
It's not connected. I'm not using this one.
Okay.
So I'm using the Hall effect sensor in the new.
All right. More to experiment tomorrow, I guess. Is
Yeah.
it time to pack up?
But maybe I can take my dinner here.
Okay. Sounds good. That would give you more time to think about stuff. If we are here for the next little bit, I'm going to continue to clean up the lab now that we're done one of our carpentry projects and maybe move that big robot out of the way. The big wedge-shaped robot, because we don't need that in the middle of the build space. So some minor maintenance stuff, and then it should make for a more open space for you guys to build.
Is there anything doing it with field oriented
Field-oriented turret control?
with a camera on the turret?
Yeah, probably. Team 987, Team 118, Team 254.
I know some teams are just using PID, but I mean, like, give a estimate position. Like, if team 118 is using 2 camera or 1 camera.
They're all probably using 2 cameras, one built to the chassis of the frame,
Yeah,
and one
that's
built to the
fine,
turret.
because they are using the chassis one for post estimation, but
Mhm.
we have to use the turret one for post estimation.
Do you want a second camera on there?
Maybe.
Okay. Well, lucky for you, and I'm announcing that we're still live. I'm announcing it live. I managed to get one of the last Limelights in stock at AnyMark before they went out of stock again. So we have a Limelight 3G. It is on its way soon. I don't know when it will arrive here. It should be here before the 20th, but it's going to be a very fast turnaround because you have to have this robot ready for the 26th. My recommendation is we build it fixed to the chassis on the intake side. Because chances are, if we're doing anything to do with AMP, we're going to be intaking up against the AMP April tag on that side. And that will make it the easiest.
I have any time for AMP now.
AMP shot, not AMP mechanism. Just go to pitch angle.
Oh, that's same. Because I'm using. Okay, but
We don't need to use pose estimation for that. I'm saying we could use the April tag there to help us with the turret code using a fixed camera on the chassis.
yeah, but are we going to do any AMP?
I would like there to be an AMP shot button where we press a button and I don't know, maybe it's that is not locked in. Sorry, table's not locked in. I'm holding it now so you can sit.
Oh.
The AMP shot should be one button where we press it and it's able to go to the correct pitch. Maybe it looks for the nearest April tag because there would be an April tag next to it. And that nearest April tag would be like lower down to the ground. So we could use the turret one for that. It would be like running similar code for this, only we would be changing the pitch that we're aiming for. And then we could shoot it. Because we want it to sort of like.
I will try with how 118 so that
118 has a whole mechanism for it.
For
AMP. They have an arm built on the turret that comes out.
The camera pose estimation.
Yeah.
Using it for the pose estimation too.
I'm not sure. Martin might know. Hey, Martin. If we want to do an AMP shot with our turret, what's the best team to copy code from? Because I don't think 987 or 118 do it, and I know 254 doesn't do it the same way that we're planning on it. We're planning on it like 3357 or 1690, where they do like a blue. Yeah, those two teams won't public their code yet. West Coast, 1323. Oh, you mean the West Coast products like Simple Build, Electrona. Right, but he's saying that we can't do it. And I think it's simpler than 90% of what we're doing. We haven't tried it. He's not saying we can't do it in terms of mechanically. He's saying like code-wise we can't do it. And I feel like if you've got active pose estimation going on a turret right now, then you have far more advanced knowledge than needed.
I mean, pose estimation on the turret, on the camera on the turret.
So you don't need to worry about that. What we could do is every time we go to AMP, we make sure our intake is facing the AMP.
Yeah, but I mean, I have to spend some time fixing the pose estimation instead of the AMP.
Okay.
For speaker.
Okay, so let's focus on speaker at all costs. And then if we have time after speaker works, we can worry about AMP. Because this is only going to one tournament, and we don't care how high we rank with this robot. We only needed to do speaker really well.
Oh.
Because then other teams will pick us.
Okay.
Hey Neo, before you leave tonight, do you want to drill out the polycarb curved shield? Drill those 2 rivets out so we can take it off.
What?
The clear plastic, the vertical piece on the intake, how it like sticks out like this. We want to take that piece off, so then I can replace it with this.
If I do that, I have to. But it's, I have.
It's
I
2 rivets.
but-
It's 2 rivets. I do the rest. I just want to make sure that I'm not the one person doing all of that.
How to do that?
Or you can go eat now, which is what Allison and Regina are doing. Actually, if they're going and eating now, you should go eat now. That way you can go sit with them.
你们要去吃饭吗？
是啊，
吃什么啊？那边？
不知道他还没看，
一起
没
吃吧。
我会跟你们一起。
没关系，我是你的感冒而已。
Can't eat with them.
You can't eat with them?
I guess.
Ah,
现在
I hope you feel better soon.
Thank you.
生病了，
有一点。
有药吗？
有。
All right, guys. Looks like we're going to be signing off for the evening.
Rivet there?
There's 2 rivets.